Was that it?
You're staying out there?
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, thank you all for coming. And I know you came back, both of you, and it's nice to meet you too. My name is Lisa. I'm a physical therapist here. This is Savannah. She's a physical therapist assistant, and we work together. And this is Michelle. Michelle's a physical therapy student with us. So we wanted to create this workshop. It's called From Fear to Freedom, and it focuses on balance and the challenges and how it may show up in your life. As a therapy clinic in Apopka, it's our duty to provide good information on subjects that we know well, and we also want to, I know, right? Share with you how it may affect the quality of things in your life. So we put together some information that we wanted to share with you to help you understand that. So we're going to highlight statistics and personal risk factors, vision, home safety, medication management, psychological factors, exercise and balance, and we'll do some balance testing too. And then we also have some exercises to review with you. If you want to practice them, you can, but a pamphlet for you to take home so you can look at some of those things. And we also have a fall risk assessment that the National Council on Aging put together. It's a QR code to scan. We'll do it at the end, and it just takes you through a checklist of things to answer of how balance affects your life, and then it gives you an assessment of how you range on fall risk, and I think maybe some other suggestions. But it's pretty cool. So we'll do that at the end. Okay. All right. So let me talk to you about some statistics about falls. 1 in 5 falls results in a serious injury. Like a head injury or a broken bone, 1 in 5. So that's one of us in here. Yeah, exactly. And fall risk increases with age. 28 to 35% of people over 65 fall each year, and that goes up to 42% for people over the age of 70. And nearly 35% of people who are over the age of 70 have some kind of balance disorder. Some of the personal risk factors that go along with this that increase your fall risk is having a fall at least within a year. That is the strongest predictor of having a future fall. Weakness and mobility. Lower extremity weakness, especially of your quadricep muscle here, the front of your thigh, and having walking difficulties greatly increases your risk as well. There's also something called the fear activity loop. So literally the fear of falling creates higher anxiety, which creates you to be more susceptible to falling because you're so cautious and guarded, and usually you limit your activities, which contributes to weakness, which contributes to a higher risk of falling. Physical inactivity, having a very sedentary life, not moving around much, also causes weakness, tightness of muscles, things don't move like they should, and that also increases your fall risk. Medication, taking 4 or more medications, and Savannah's going to go into more of that, of which medications can affect you, especially psychoactive drugs. Vision, having poor vision or requiring corrective lenses, and if those corrective lenses are bifocals or progressive lenses, where you have to look in different compartments to focus on different things. Also, being in brighter light and going from a darker area, all those things affect your depth perception and affect your ability to interpret what's going on in the world with you. So it's important to get your eyes checked at least once a year, and then also wear the corrective lenses that have been prescribed to you if that's the case. Having chronic conditions, things like Parkinson's disease, dementia, stroke, diabetes, those are all main contributors to falls also because they are things that affect your brain. And your brain is one of the main contributors to giving you an interpretation of what's going on to keep you safe and keep you balanced. Dizziness and vertigo. Dizziness, obviously, if your world is tilting around, it's difficult for you to maintain a good place. But vertigo, I said vertigo already. Orthostatic hypotension, that's where your blood pressure drops when you stand up. That's also a main contributor to falls also, because your body, not high, low. because it plummets, and usually it contributes to you passing out or feeling a little faint, and it's hard to kind of catch yourself. Footwear. Have your doctor check for proper footwear. Things to avoid are high heels, nothing more than an inch. Mules, things that don't have a heel cup around the back. Slippers, because they don't have a good foundation for you. Loose fitting shoes as well. Worn out and slick bottoms. A lot of the dress shoes have that, have like a leather bottom with no traction on it. That can be an issue as well. And avoid walking in socks only. That's just a slippery situation in itself. Now, all of these factors can be modifiable and through exercise and also staying active. Another important thing I want you to know, because I know this is a lot and the statistics are high with things, but falls are not a natural part of aging. And a lot of these things can be prevented. Okay, so just because you're aging doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a high fall risk. Thank you. Now, Savannah will talk to you more about vision.
Yeah, so here we practice a lot on vision, kind of balance activities. But for your balance, you have three main systems. So you have vision, vestibular, and proprioception. So your vision is obviously with your eyes. That is your primary system. It tells you like if things are coming at you, like a dog running or a kid running towards you. And so when that is decreased, all your other systems have to increase a little bit. That's why we practice with standing with our eyes closed here. But then you have vestibular is kind of where your head is in space. And then proprioception is where your arms and your legs are without having to look at them when you're walking. So when those kind of disagree, that is when falls happen, because you got a lot going on at once, so your brain has to be able to react really quick. So if you have eyesight problems, like glaucoma, for example, you kind of have tunnel vision, so you don't have your peripheral vision out to the side. That increases your chance of falling by 3 times, which I thought was really interesting. But you don't see anything coming at you. And then cataracts, it's kind of like a dirty windshield on your eye. Did you? Yeah.
Both eyes.
Yeah. I have family history of it, so I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, but it was not fun.
But you lose the detail of things. So like when you're walking on a sidewalk, you might not see a little bump in the road and you might fall.
Stairs, you don't see the end. I felt like I didn't see the end of the stairs.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like flat and boom.
Yeah.
Thank God nothing happened.
Yeah. So most falls happen with all 3 of those systems kind of disagree with each other. So, back to you.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to talk about general home safety, things that you can look for to mitigate your risk of falls at home. First thing is clear the clutter. So make sure, right? You chuckle. So take care of books and papers and clothes and shoes that are on the floor that shouldn't be there. Put them where they're supposed to be so you have a nice clear path to walk. Secure your rugs. I'm not saying that you can get rid of things, but the small throw rugs, typically they don't always, they can easily roll up on the corners, and you can try grip tape, but typically roll them up and take them out of the way.
I trim with them, so I don't have them.
Okay, so that
She's okay, but I'm not okay.
Okay.
No rugs in the house.
That makes sense. But if you do, like I said, like the larger area ones, try grip tape just to make sure that the corners stay down. Those corners are tricky and will get you. Manage cords, so things like electrical cords, phone cords, tape them down. I know for like if you have to have something extending, they have like a cord cover or something that the cord fits into that lays flat on the ground, so it's easier to be seen and easier to, it's not going to roll up and trip you. I talked about arranging your furniture in a clear, unobstructed path, and keep everyday items on a lower shelf for you to reach. So I think I was talking to you about that earlier. Yes. If you have things that you consistently use, certain plates, certain pots, take them out of the higher shelf and put it either on the lower shelf or on the countertop. So you always have it, so you don't have to worry about reaching or bending, loading, and having to lift something up each and every time. If it's you, just make it easy for you to use. With the bathroom, We encourage people to have grab bars in the shower and in the tub, but not the suction cup ones, because those often have to be repositioned and they're not solid enough to, I think there's a weight limit. There is a weight limit on it also. Did you have a bad experience with
Yes,
it?
she did.
Okay,
Took
all right.
her to her house and she had those and she fell.
Oh, yeah, so that
Put in the
reinforces
shower, so
that.
that's not good. I mean,
No.
those out, yeah. that's not
But
good.
get the ones that you can drill in, either have
Yeah,
a contractor
yeah.
do it or,
Mhm.
or somebody for you, but drill it into the stud of the wall so it's nice and steady. You can have multiple ones in
Yeah.
there also, but you want something to be in there to just grab and grip, especially in a wet situation. Also, the floor, have it textured, so you can put down the sticky tub grips. I know some tubs come a little texturized where it's not a slippery surface, it's kind of like a matte surface that's there to give you some grip, so while there's water and soap, it's easier for you to keep your footing. Towel racks are never a good idea to even hold on and steady yourself, because they're not, you're great. I don't have to guess what's going on. They're just never ever gonna be steady enough.
No.
And if you can think about it, if you put all your weight on it while you're trying to step out, you're on one foot, and that towel bar comes down,
That's it.
you're going to come down too with it. Let's see here. Shower aids. If you have low endurance, considering putting a shower chair in there, and there's specific chairs for the shower. Usually have suction cups on the bottom, and they're plastic or aluminum, so they can have good durability in there. And also a handheld, a handheld shower that comes off, and you can use it to maneuver around as you need to, so you don't have to contort yourself to get into the stream as necessary.
Yeah, the shower, the chair is really, really good.
It
Yeah,
is, it is.
That's even in the tub.
And they have so many styles where you can have a handrail,
Yep.
just a back, or just a seat that may swivel, or they have tub benches, so if you have a tub shower combination, if it's difficult for you to step over, you can sit down and bring your legs over. There are a lot of things to make it convenient and easier for you. When it comes to handrails, if you have steps in your house where you have to access the top level, make sure that the handrail goes all the way to the top, even at the landing. Oftentimes there isn't one at the landing area, so you're gonna having to either free walk it, but it'd be nice if there was one there too, so that you constantly have just something to touch to make sure that you can stay steady. And lighting and marking, you were talking about the steps where you couldn't see the edge of it.
Yeah. It's the step. It just blends together.
If you can put like a piece of colored tape or a darker contrast or something at the edge of the step that helps you see it a little bit easier. And also night lights help. They have motion sensor ones, so you don't have to have a light on all the time if that does bother you. But if it picks up your motion and it illuminates your walkway, you can see it a lot easier to go to the bathroom or make, however you need to move around your house when it's darker there.
They won't have that for the stairs, will they?
You can put tape on it. You can use tape. They have, what else have I seen? They have traction, just any kind of like duct tape that is colored, because there's so many different colors you
Oh,
can
yeah.
have.
I mean, the lights that you can, the sensor light, they don't have that for stairs, because you have to have.
I have seen them where they're just
Yeah,
little
they do-
small
they do.
things. Yes.
They
that
do,
you- yes.
because there's barely any electrical.
Yeah, there, some is like, you can use batteries
Or they
or
have battery ones.
you, to recharge it with the sun.
Okay.
Yes,
All right, that's
yes.
good to know.
And you just stick it on.
Oh, okay. That's
Do you have a
good.
whole flight of stairs, or are you talking like maybe one?
No, it's my daughter's house, so
Okay.
it has two.
The land was
Like
steps.
two, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So maybe in the center.
Maybe. Another thing is to make sure if you have a light switch in that area, to put a switch at the bottom as well at the top, so you can always make sure you can access it to see better.
Yeah, she has that, but
Okay.
yeah, she
It's
has
still
that.
there.
Yeah, because it's when you're gonna step
Mm-hmm.
and you see, and usually every stair has the stairs have the same kind of floor padding, right?
Uh-huh.
So it kind of joins together.
Gotcha.
For some reason, you don't see that space.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the light sensor will be good because it'll show you.
That would be good.
Yeah, when you walk. So I'm gonna look into
Okay.
that.
Very good. Are you good to talk about
Yes,
engagement? Okay.
yes.
All right.
All right, so medications is our next topic. It's usually called the hidden risk factor because, so like Lisa said, like polypharmacy, if you have 4 or more drugs, no matter what they're for, they increase your risk for falling. So if you have blood pressure medication, heart medication, your blood pressure drops, causing you to be dizzy, sometimes even black out and just fall. So common drugs are more like Xanax or Valium or diazepam or Ativan, which is lorazepam, or even Benadryl can cause all of that. Because the side effects are drowsiness, confusion, disorientation, blurred vision, which are all factors of how you fall. So there are 4 ways that we can manage our medications. One is called the brown bag review. So put all of your med bottles, all your pills, everything in a bag, take it to a pharmacist and ask which one of these will increase my risk for falling. The wait and sit rule, if you're on blood pressure medications, just kind of sit at the edge of the bed for a second. 30 seconds is recommended before you stand up. Kind of do the same thing if you're like laying on a couch or even going from sitting to standing, kind of just stand there for a second, let your mind clear, and then you can start walking. Time adjustment. If a lot of your medications make you drowsy, ask your doctor if you can take them at nighttime rather than daytime. That way you're just going to bed instead of out and about during the day.
That's what I need.
But get your doctor's approval for that one.
That's the one I wait for that.
And then de-prescribing. So kind of with the brown bag review, taking all your medications into a doctor and asking, do I still need to be on these? Because after so long, they don't really work for you anymore. And you're just kind of taking it out of habit. So it's always good to check in to see if you actually need that medication. And then 94% of adults who have been hospitalized for falls have been taking at least one fall drug, like that increases your risk. So it's really, really high percentage. So just make sure you're looking at your medications more closely. I'm going into psychological.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So the fear of falling is also a major component of why people fall. It is often called like the silent killer, I guess. But they're just important as the physical factors of like the grab bars and the lights and all of that thing. Your mind is very powerful. But 73% of adults who have fallen report that they have a fear of falling. And then even people who haven't fallen, those people report a 20 to 40% fear of falling. So it is still high even if you haven't fallen before.
You'd be more careful, you're more cautious about everything you're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The hip might go.
Yeah.
The knee might go.
But a lot of things, so like the paradox of fear, it's called the cautious gait malfunction. So people will shuffle or take shorter steps because they think it's safer. But sometimes with the shorter steps, you're not seeing that edge of the rug or you're not seeing that little crack in the sidewalk that's going to make you fall. So kind of just walking normally.
Oh, and looking down too.
And looking
You're
down,
constantly looking down like that.
Yeah. So that kind of goes into the next one, which is hypervigilance. So a lot of people will focus on their feet and then not give their brain enough time to process if something does happen. Because your brain is already taking up so much processing time. Okay, I'm stepping here. I'm stepping here. Stepping here, rather than there's a rock, I'm going to react really quick to kind of catch yourself. If you have a relaxed body while you're walking, you tend to recover a little better, rather than if you're stiff like a statue, you're just going to fall over. And then Lisa had mentioned it before, but the cycle of fear and walking and deconditioning. But fear will lead to avoidance of activity because the couch is safe. You're not going to get hurt sitting on a couch. But that leads to inactivity, which leads to weakness of your legs and all of your muscles. And then that goes, because your muscles are weak, you go into poorer balance than you had before, which just confirms your original fear of, well, I can't do anything, so let me just keep sitting here. And then it kind of just starts all over again, you know? So it's just a really bad cycle. But then you talked about grab bars. And then a big one was cognitive reframing. So instead of saying, I'm fragile, I'm weak, I can't do anything, start talking to yourself, well, I am taking the steps to get stronger, like coming to PT or doing an exercise video at home. Like Tai Chi is the golden standard for it, because it's just very mindful, slow movements on how to weight shift and walk and do things. And then gradual exposure. So not going out and rock climbing or going out and running through the woods, but just walking on a patch of grass, you know, just little things at a time. And then self-efficacy is the biggest one. So your self-belief of how am I going to do this? Like, I can do this. So believing that you can do it will make it less fearsome for you to do that. So your mind is great. You got to work it.
Let's see here. Oh, the next thing is exercise, strength, and balance training. So, Michelle, would you mind passing out those exercises, please? I didn't create them. We've done a lot of them though, but that's a handout from the American Diabetes Association.
No,
And it was just good. Thank you. And it was just good exercise of things, things to stimulate those balance centers in a safe manner. So the first one, I'll just show them to you. The forward lean. So you'll be in front of a wall, okay? And you're just going to lean forward and come on back. That's it. And believe it or not, as simple as this is, you're stimulating a lot of things. You're moving. My muscles are having to contract. My body's trying to figure out which ones need to do it to put me back in a good neutral position and to prevent me from falling. Okay? Very simple, but very effective too. The other one is a reach. So you're going to bend your knees a little bit. Just again, if you want to try it with me, you can. Or if you can just watch me, you're more than welcome to also. You are going to just reach across your body. You're going to switch hands too. I'm sorry, it says right first, but you're going to reach across your body and just come back. I'm sorry, bend your knees, lower your body while reaching across with your right hand. Hold it for 5 seconds. And do the same thing on the left side. So you're shifting from side to side. So when I'm reaching to the left, I'm shifting more of my weight to the left also. So my body has to figure out what to do to keep me in balance.
So you bend your knees a little bit, or while you're doing that?
Just a little bit, yep.
And it helps your hips also, right?
It does. I do feel a little bit of
rotation,
stretch.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little rotation, a little stretch on the side through here as well. Also a little bit in my back too.
Yeah.
And with your knees bent, your quads have to be engaged to keep you up. So there's a little bit of workout for a lot of muscle groups. 3-way leg swing. This is good for your hips. I know a lot of you have done this before. Maybe not be your favorite, but it's effective. So the model has the hands on the hips, but if you do need to touch something for balance, that's fine as well.
Okay.
Do what you feel most comfortable to do. And so this is working your hips. You're going to move your foot forward, out to the side, and then back. So you're moving these core muscles through here. Your hip flexors, the abductors, the one that's bringing to the side, and the extensors back here. These are your power horse muscles through here to keep you steady, so allow your legs and your trunk and your arms to flow freely. So they'll help with that. Let's see here. Single leg balance. Now this one I'd recommend to definitely have a chair nearby or something, okay? Nothing with wheels, but something nice and solid. So I'm gonna use Savannah.
Yep.
She'll be my chair. All right, so is it for as long as you need to? So for this one, it encourages you to hold that position with one foot up for about 10 to 20 seconds. That may be a lot for you, and that's okay. You start out with somewhere. What I like to do is to shift my weight onto the leg that I'm gonna stand on, get comfortable there, it's my chair, and then lift your leg from there, okay? You can challenge yourself by letting go also of your chair and seeing how you can do. But the goal is as long as you can, okay? Then you step down and then you switch to the other side.
So 20 seconds you have to lift.
That's, if you can. It does seem like a long time. It's all up to what you can do. It goes fast, kind of. I don't know, when you're standing on one leg, it might seem super long, but that's the goal, okay? And toe raises. It's important to this works out this front muscle here. And that muscle is important for lifting up your toes every time you walk so that you can enhance the proper walking fashion of that heel-toe gait. So this lifts your toe up so you can actually put your heel down first. And all you're gonna do, chair over here, is just lift your toes up as high as they can go and then go back down. That's it. Up and down. And then the opposite are the heels, okay? Push up bring it back down. Push up, bring it back down.
Slowly.
Slowly gives all the muscle fibers a chance
20
to
times.
come together and do the work.
Okay.
Okay? All right, cool. Any questions about any of those? No? Okay, they're pretty self-explanatory. And you got the pictures and the descriptions too. Savannah, did you have anything to add to that one? No? Okay, then we're gonna go to the fall assessment that the National Council on Aging did. Do you guys have telephones with you? So use your telephone. It should, if you open, thank you. If you open up your camera app and it allows you, you should be able to scan this and a little, this is called a QR code. Then there will be a link that pops up below it in yellow. And when it click the link, there you go. And then that will open you up to, oh no,
No,
it's been deactivated.
Oh no!
Oh, somebody didn't pay the bills.
Let me pull up on my phone.
We don't have it.
It worked yesterday.
24-hour
It
period.
was crazy.
But you can't depend on this stuff. I'm telling you.
No.
So it'll take me to a video, right?
It'll take. It's kind of like a survey,
Ah, okay.
I believe.
It is,
Yes.
it is. I'll pull up on my computer and then each one of you can scan this. I think I saved it as a file. Here we go. That would have been saved in. I saved it, but I think I'm just looking for the website. Here it is. Oh, I can't do a QR code. That's okay. So I'm going to. Should I send this?
I was gonna say maybe we could email it.
Yeah. I apologize. Can I email this to you, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
You got all my stuff now?
Is there an easy way you can think I can do to share this? Because there's nothing for them to scan.
No, I mean, it would have been easy if they all had like Apple, you could have airdropped it to them, but
Okay.
there's no Apple phones.
Can I create a?
Or is there a website they could just Google? That would bring them there.
could give them this.
Oh yes, I
Okay.
can. All right. Thank you. All right. So type in. Do you have do you have a
email to us?
Chrome? No, ma'am. I'm not. If it's more convenient, I can give you the website and then you can access it yourself.
I know.
Do you have a Chrome or a
The Google, would it work?
or Google?
I could.
The markers that were there yesterday.
You can say that. Okay.
I get like a black.
Oh, Savannah's gonna write it down for us.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
perfect. Let's make copies of that. and
Here we
we're
go.
done.
All right,
What is
thank you. It is NC
Can you see that?
OA.org, O-R-G, /tools, /falls,
Prevention.
-free, -checkup, /. And that's it,
Say that 5 times fast.
right?
Can we all see that